What do you think emotional intelligence is about?
Let's break it down. Huh? Let's break it down.
Yeah.
Emotional. All right. They want me to be intelligent about my emotions.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Okay. I don't like that because let's say, I'm going to give you an example, right? Let's say you, someone robs from you, right? Or someone takes something from you, right? So you're going to experience certain emotions. You're going to experience anger. You're going to experience revenge, like emotions of, I want to get that person back for what they've done to me, right? Or someone lies to you, oh, whatever it is, yeah? You're going to experience those emotions, all right? So how do I apply emotional intelligence in that scenario?
So in that scenario, then you got to, the first thing you got to do is acknowledge your emotions, which is good. Like, so it's natural to feel a certain way if something happens to you, if you go through something. So if you're robbed or lied to, you got to acknowledge the emotions you feel at that moment.
But I'm already acknowledging it because I'm feeling it already.
Yeah. Then the next step is it's your expression of that emotion. Is it going to be a positive expression or is it going to be a negative?
What do you mean by positive and negative?
So you experience being lied to or being robbed. You're angry. So are you going to react? Is your response going to be a reaction, which is anger, and now you're going to act out anger, which leads to a downward spiral?
But we already have a law that says that if I do act out in anger, I could face legal consequences.
But that doesn't stop no one.
It does.
It doesn't stop the people sitting in the cell.
No. I agree with you, but would you agree? For the most part, it does stop people from actually behaving in a way that could be even worse.
But then in that case,
so we have a legal system. What I'm basically saying is we have a legal system already set in place.
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, even going to religions.
Yeah.
That says that, well, Christianity does anyway. Christianity is not an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Yeah.
So we have a legal system, and we actually even have religion that tells you, listen, if you, let's say I'm angry that you took something from me. And then if I go and I start beating you up, I'm in the wrong. And we have a legal system that says, listen, you could face prison time, you could face some kind of punishment.
Yeah.
So if we have all of these things in place in society, why do we need this term emotional intelligence? To me, it looks like an attempt to validate bad behavior.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. It's a term to acknowledge behavior. That's what it is. Is a term to acknowledge behavior, because when you there's laws in place for people to put that fear in you to stop you from acting out the anger or going too far. There's laws in place. However, people still could act angry to a degree which wouldn't cause you to.
So how would I apply emotional intelligence? So I acknowledge that I'm feeling what I'm feeling, okay?
Yeah.
So I acknowledge that I'm very angry, okay? And then what do I do?
Good question, because I was getting to that. So what you do after that is emotional intelligence basically is all about self-governance. It's about self-management. So instead of acting angry, which is a reaction, emotional intelligence with someone with a high emotional IQ could transmute that emotion. We're talking mental alchemy here, which is part of emotional intelligence, and they can choose not to react angrily. They can choose to act with sorrow. They can choose to act excited. They can choose whatever range of emotions in your emotional IQ, you can use that, and the goal is to use your higher principles to govern the lower principles. Thus, I feel angry now. Okay, let me transmute that anger, and act hopeful. Let me change that anger into hope. Let me change that anger into sorrow. Does that make sense? So what I'm trying to think is,
I think that person should be punished for what they've done wrong to me.
But see, because you're acting angry. That's an anger response. That's a revenge response. What I'm trying to say is, you have a choice that you don't have to respond that way.
But then you
can forgive.
Hold on.
response.
Then you're facilitating bad behavior, and you are actually creating more, and you're validating people's bad behavior in society. So, for example, if someone takes something away from you, they should be punished.
Not necessarily.
They should.
Well, they can be punished, but it doesn't mean you have to still be angry.
Because otherwise, we're going to descend into lawlessness.
Like, you can't be angry all your life. Like they can be. What you're talking about is justice and revenge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like, for example, I got robbed. I was lied to. I want revenge now. Or
I want justice, not revenge.
Well, okay, I got lied to.
Justice.
I want justice. Okay, justice come. Am I still going to be angry, or can I be happy now?
No. At least I will feel. How do I say this? At least I will
compensate.
I will feel like something was done.
Yeah.
So that means that what I felt is justified. So for example, what I felt, if I didn't feel what I felt, then that means that guy could have just gone about his life and
see what you're doing now is you're attaching your response to what happens to this person after the fact. Emotional intelligence is about you and your response, and solely you and your response. It's got nothing to do with the other person and what happens to them.
But isn't my response to seek justice?
Yeah, but do you have to? You're going to be angry. You can forgive, but still be firm.
Forgive.
Yeah.
So emotional intelligence is about forgiveness.
Emotional intelligence is about governing your emotions.
Okay, I'm governing my emotions right now.
Yeah.
I want that bastard to pay.
That's a upset response.
How is that an upset response?
So
I'm angry that he took something away from me.
Okay, so let's take it to.
Are you saying that's a wrong emotion to have?
Anger.
Nah, there's no right and wrong. To be fair,
ooh, that's dangerous.
There's no right and wrong.
We discussed that a couple of weeks ago.
It's the expression of the anger. So when you're angry, okay, you got robbed, you got lied to. You're angry now. Are you gonna go out and seek revenge? Are you gonna go out, play basketball? Are you gonna go out, watch a film? Like, what are you gonna do?
Okay,
That's
what I'm going to do.
Your intelligence.
But this is what I'm saying. In society, we have ways of dealing with these issues. What we do is we'll call the police. We report the crime, and then we.
What is someone?
And then hold on.
Okay,
and then an investigation is carried out, and then once that investigation is carried out, then justice is carried out.